What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games, and we have a brand new shiny event for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and Pokemon Home in general. And we can finally getting shiny Enamorus for the very first time in the series, which is incredibly exciting. And also, you're able to get a shiny Manaphy as well, which is incredibly awesome because the only other way to get shiny Manaphy was to prey on Pokemon Ranger eggs, which was incredibly near impossible to do. So you can finally get your own shiny Manaphy and your own shiny Enamorus, all legit and all essentially for free if you already own the correct games. Of course, guys, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. Consider supporting the channel by joining Pan Fan by hitting that join channel member button below. So if you remember from my previous video about the Meloetta event, this is going to be the exact same thing. You're going to have Pokemon Home. So you're going to want to make a Pokemon Home account if you already haven't had one. And you're going to want to download the Pokemon Home mobile app because everything we're going to be doing here is mostly through the mobile app and at least on the claiming of your shining Pokemon. So to get Manaphy, you're going to have to complete the Sinnoh Dex, which is going to be completing the Dex of Brilliant Diamond and Shiny Pearl. So you will need to have this game or borrow this game. And it's not as bad as you think for that one. And then to get Enamorus shiny, you'll have to complete the Hisui Dex, which is Pokemon Legends Arceus. And that game is actually phenomenal. So if you haven't picked up Pokemon Legends Arceus, then I would definitely recommend it. It's a fun game. It's very unique. And as a reminder, all the Pokemon need to come from the origin game. So for Pokemon Legends Arceus Dex, you will need all the Pokemon for it to count for your home reward to be from Pokemon Legends Arceus. Same thing with Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shiny Pearl. You will need to have them all caught from that game for it to count for your Sinnoh Dex for these Pokemon Home rewards. Go through Pokemon Home here real quick. So we're in Pokemon Home on the mobile app on my account right here. And if you don't know how to access this, you're just going to go down and then you're going to go to your Pokedex on the bottom here. So this Pokedex is going to have National Dex, but you actually want to go to the games. So I've already completed my Paldea Dex, the Kitakami Dex, and the Blueberry Academy Dex. That's why I have those crowns. Now, the next two we need to complete is going to be the Hisui Pokedex and the Sinnoh Dex. Now, Hisui is only 242 Pokemon you need to complete. So we can click on here and it'll actually show you exactly which ones I'm missing. So, and also got to remember, you got to transfer these Pokemon back to Pokemon Home for them to count. So even if you already caught them in the base game, you're going to have to actually transfer them back to Pokemon Home on your Switch account. So I'm missing mostly a lot of basic things. So this will actually be incredibly quick for me to complete. The only annoying thing I see that I have not completed is going to be the Magnemite right here. Magnemite is a distortion Pokemon, and space-time distortions are horrible mechanically wise. Essentially, every 5 minutes on a map, there's a chance that a space-time distortion can spawn, and since Magnemite is a rare spawn, you know, I may not get it. So this one could take me a while to complete, but in general, very easy dex to complete. But yes, you will need all the legendaries and all the mythicals in the game to get it, including Arceus. So you will need to have 100% in the game. Now, if you want some great guides on how to do that, I have all the guides on how to catch the Pokemon, the legendaries, the mythicals, how to beat Arceus, and all that good stuff. Now, Sinnoh Dex, unfortunately, my Sinnoh Dex is horrible. I only have 100 out of 150. I actually have a lot of work to do here. As you can see, I am missing a lot of Pokemon. However, once again, it's not too terribly bad. You do got to remember about version exclusives, which is a little bit annoying. I may not need to ask some help from the Discord, but we have a great community for trading in general. But overall, it doesn't seem to be that bad. The big thing is, you know, just remember, catch the Pokemon and then trade it over to home and then trade it back and then evolve it if you need to do it. That'll just save you so much time. But once again, you will need some of the legendary Pokemon. You will need the Lake Trio, and you will need Dialga and Palkia. So besides that, everything else will be relatively easy. Spirit Tomb is definitely an annoying one to get because there is a Spirit Tomb, get all the souls, and it does involve the underground. So that is a little bit annoying, but besides that, this one isn't too bad in general. Now let's see how long it takes me to complete both of these decks. All right, so now we have completed the Hisui Pokedex. We're just gonna go down to the Pokedex. We get the little option, go over to games, and now we're gonna get the crown next to the Hisui Pokedex, and now we can claim our shiny Enamorus. Now, I want to say this did take me longer than I thought because space-time distortions are awful. So if you have any of those Pokemon, it is going to take a hot minute. You can see we got the Dex completed here. Grand Oak says, hey, we're one step closer to completing the Grand Dex. every Pokemon is Suidex, and now we're gonna get a nice little gift for this. You see our nice little sick animation for getting our mystery gift of shiny Enamorus. Now, the shiny Enamorus is gonna start in Pokemon Home, and we're gonna have to go claim that from our mystery gift. So we're gonna have to go all the way over to our mystery gifts now, and we're gonna have something in our gift box, and we're gonna scroll down, and so we got some Legends Arceus ones. Just click on this. No, that's that. No, these are just different starters. These are different starters. Where is it? Oh, game Pokedex completion. There we go. So go to game the Pokedex completion number 3, shiny Enamorus, and this is now going to live in our Pokemon Home account. So you could probably see it on mobile here by looking at our Pokemon. So we go to Pokemon, and there you have it. We have our shiny Enamorus. So it's going to have all the same moves no matter who has this Enamorus or whoever got it. Essentially, it's going to be the same Enamorus for everyone. It's going to have all the same stats and EVs, IVs, and all that good stuff, same nature. So there's no point to trying to, use different accounts unless you want to get more than one. And it does have an alternate form. So if you want to have a living form dex, you will need to have done this twice, so you can get both the Enamorus forms. But time to do Manaphy. 50 Pokemon left for me and my Sinnoh Dex. Let's see how long that's gonna take. I'm back, and that only took me like 3 hours of my life. But we did complete the Sinnoh Dex. So once again, we got the crown 150 right there. We get the nice little congratulations from Grand Oak, and then we're gonna go claim this from our box here. But of course, cute little animation once again. And like I said, shiny Manaphy was near impossible to get. Virtually was a shiny lock Pokemon. Wasn't actually because of Pokemon Ranger, but pretty much for normal people or people who weren't like using alternate methods, this was a Pokemon that was pretty much impossible to get. So now we can go to our mystery gifts here, got our gift box, go all the way down, and there should be game completion, a shiny Manaphy. And these are going to be in Cherish Balls as well, so which is also really cool. So now we can go to our Pokemon. We can see, get ourselves our shiny Manaphy. So once again, this Manaphy is predetermined, just like every other Manaphy that you'll get with this method. So you don't necessarily need to make more home accounts or have other accounts to do this. There we go, our shiny Enamorus, first time ever. Looking great, looking good, honestly. Actually a pretty solid shiny. Definitely reminds me of Kim from the Powderpuff Girls. And then shiny Manaphy here. Gotta say, it's not a great shiny, but it is a shiny nonetheless. It is what it is. And of course, we now see what they look like in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. They do have the souvenir ribbon, so we can keep that on them. Same with Enamorus. This will be coming with the souvenir ribbon once again. And of course, all their stats, as I said, are already predetermined. So if you want to see what they actually look like, I think it's best just to look at them in here. So you can see we have best in HP, best in special defense, and best in defense. And then for Enamorus, best in attack, special attack, and speed. So once again, every Enamorus is going to be, all shiny Enamoruses are going to be max speed. So that's something to keep in mind for Pokemon VGC if you're ever trying to do like a Trick Room Enamorus build, considering his Therian form is a lot slower. So that's pretty interesting. But there you have it, guys. That is how you get shiny Manaphy and shiny Enamorus in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet via Pokemon Home. I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Really appreciate it. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out and have a great one.